It's not every day that games reward our innate sense of cowardice, but just occasionally they let us use our words instead of our fists, or instead of our guns, or instead of our homemade laser guns. Ugh, such a hassle. That's why when we're given the opportunity to weasel our way out of a proper fight, we just can't resist. We're busy people. Busy, cowardly people.
I'd like to be showered with virgins.
I should really stop offering virgins. Everyone always chooses them and I can never find any.
Consider the times we weaseled our way out of the following tricky situations. Hey, it's a real time saver. Oh, also beware of spoilers for the following games.
I am Ming Xiao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps?
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is one of those fantastic RPGs that lets you play any way you choose. The problem with that is if, like us, you invested all your skill points in being sexy as hell instead of something sensible like melee combat, then you're going to become a sexy undead punching bag every time a fight breaks out. This is a big problem towards the end of the game when you have to take on increasingly difficult bosses, including the leader of Chinese vampire gang, the Kuei Jin.
This was not meant to be your destination, but your path will end here.
Ming Xiao might not look like much of a brawler, but then she turns into a horrible slimy Cthulhu monster and suddenly all bets are off. So that's why after a bit of soul-searching discussion with our cab driver, we chose to side with the Kuei Jin instead of the quote-unquote good guys.
I will take this cab to Chinatown, but when you leave it, realize that you leave kindred society forever.
Team Cthulhu monster, woo! There is no way this can end badly for us.
Do not fear the fangs and claws of your kindred brethren. You are now under the protection of the Kuei Jin.
This way we skip having to invade the Kuei Jin temple and avoid potentially the hardest boss fight in the game and proceed directly to the finale.
You must go to the tower and put an end to Lacroix's rule before he brings the very city down around him.
I mean, ultimately it ends badly for us, yes.
I will spare your life. Farewell, kindred.
Strapped to a sarcophagus and tossed in the ocean to live out the rest of our undeath completely alone in the inky depths. But no boss fight.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
In most endings of Fallout New Vegas, you face Legate Lanius as your final boss. He's the military leader of Caesar's Legion, a notoriously brutal warrior, and big fan of crucifixion. Big fan. Ugh. So if it's going to be a stand-up fight, you're probably going to get knocked on your ass by the guy they call the Monster of the East.
Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us.
You're into crucifixion. We get it. Lucky for us, on our maxed out speech skill, there's no need to fight someone you can browbeat in a discussion about long-term military strategy.
What of the East? I am the East.
Instead of duking it out with the man in the golden mask, you can pick your way through a long conversation and gradually convince him that war isn't the answer.
Until the day when our armies meet again, courier. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
Not because he wouldn't win, but because he would win, and then holding the West would spread his forces too thin to maintain power everywhere at once.
There is wisdom in your words, man of the West.
The reward for putting so many points into your speech skill is that Lanius toddles off home to the east without so much as wrinkling your suit. Results.
Hi. I'm Joe King.
Consider the gorilla, a 200-pound primate who'd happily tear your arms off and play the drum solo from In the Air Tonight with them. I may be confusing reality with advertising on TV again. Either way, it's probably somewhat alarming to come face to face with one in the jungle, one that's directly blocking the path to the next major plot point. Fortunately, the hero of Flight of the Amazon Queen, Joe King, get it? Of course you do, knows a little more about gorillas than the gorilla himself.
Say, you're a gorilla, ain't you?
Joe makes the very reasonable point that gorillas are found in the African jungle, not the South American jungle, and therefore this gorilla can't possibly be a gorilla. Adequately convinced of his own impossibility, the gorilla disappears.
You shouldn't even exist.
Gee, I guess you're right. In that case, I'd better get out of here.
How freaky.
There's no more elegant way to defuse a potentially hostile situation than by successfully convincing your opponent that they don't exist. I can't wait to test it on angry drunk people!
Now you'll see that you cannot succeed all alone against the whole world.
You came all the way to Paris to tell me that?
Life is hard for Deus Ex's Gunther Hermann. While hero JC Denton is swanning around with his cool trench coat and subtle face augments that only enhance his Travolta-esque good looks, Gunther's stuck with an ugly metal head. No matter how hard he tries, life just seems to give Gunther lemons.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
Lemon lime. Right, that's what I meant. Unfortunately, Gunther eventually finds himself on the wrong side of the global conspiracy, and it's time to take him down. Normally that would mean a boss fight, which is a waste of time, energy and ammunition. But a quick chat with Jaime Reyes reveals that Gunther's mechanical augments not only make him look like crap Mr. Freeze cosplay, but they've also allowed UNATCO to implement a kill phrase, Laputin Machine, which delivers a 400 mA electric current to his brain. Which apparently looks like this.
I know your UNATCO kill phrase. Laputin Machine. I am not a machine. Sticks and stones.
I am never using my electric toothbrush again.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way.
Back when Mass Effect's combat was terrible, you were grateful for any opportunity to talk your way out of a firefight. Which is why it's great you can do exactly that with none other than chief antagonist Saren right at the end of the game.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
If you've maxed out your Paragon or Renegade rating, you can convince Saren the enslavement of all organic life in the galaxy is actually a bad thing, and he shoots himself in the head. This is good news because it means you get to avoid a super annoying boss fight where Saren flies around being really smug on his hoverboard, skipping straight to the bit where Sovereign possesses his corpse and turns him into a meat puppet. Or whatever it is Turians are made of. Trees? Who knows? Anyway, yes, you still have to fight Saren a bit, but this is a major time saver. Especially because didn't we already have this exact fight on Vermeer? And this wouldn't be the last time players could talk themselves out of the proper ending of a Mass Effect game. Am I right, writers of Mass Effect 3?
True to my name, I will show you that you have a choice. It doesn't always have to end in blood.
Sometimes it's less about talking your way out of a battle than letting yourself be talked out of one. The thing about being the leader of a religious militia, like the Inquisition of Dragon Age Inquisition, is knowing when to fight and when to walk away and when to accept a nice bribe from a demon to avoid a hard fight that makes the Royal Rumble look like Strictly Come Dancing. When you finally meet Imshael the Desire Demon...
Choice Spirit!
Sorry, when you finally meet Imshael the Choice Spirit in this ruined fortress, after hacking and zapping your way through all the Red Templars that are Red Templaring up the place, he offers you a deal.
Simple. We don't fight, and I grant you power. Shower you with riches. Maybe virgins. Your pick.
Well, it would be rude to say no.
I'd like to be showered with virgins.
I should really stop offering virgins. Everyone always chooses them and I can never find any.
Fine, whatever. I'll accept this substitute bribe of a very powerful, probably evil magic rune.
The choice is made. The deal is struck. Nice doing business, Herald of Andraste.
Either way, it gets me out of a really nasty multi-stage dust-up with a shape-shifting demon and a bunch of giant spiders, which would look like this. And with absolutely no repercussions. Oh.
Told her time and again not to wander off on her own. She never listened.
I must have some menfolk who scour the woods.
Another fan of picking his battles is Geralt, or at least he is the way we play it. In The Witcher 3, you can find yourself caught up in a bit of family drama, where this lady accidentally let her sister's husband kill his wife because she's in love with him and he's also a secret werewolf. I saw a Jeremy Kyle episode about that one time.
No, you didn't.
You being a monster hunter, you got to hunt down this monster and go mano a wolfo with him before finding all this out. So you've already had one grueling fight with him when the opportunity arises to skip a second one.
This is between the two of you. I refuse to meddle, but cross my path again and I will kill you.
No! Mercy!
You had no mercy for your sister. I'll have none for you.
Just as discretion is the better part of valor, letting a werewolf kill his sister-in-law is the better part of not being disemboweled by a werewolf. The best part is old Wolfie is so despondent about his dead wife and having just eaten his sister-in-law, he'll then let you mercy kill him without any of the pain in the ass hard work that usually comes with slaying monsters. Haha!
Do it. Please.
Everything's coming up, Geralt.
Two souls are fiercely entangled.
Oh, come now. Take it easy.
Dampierre of Soul Calibur Broken Destiny is a gentleman thief and conman, so he stands the best chance of achieving that most elusive of goals, talking your way out of a fight in an actual fighting game. Like Soul Calibur 4, the PSP-only Broken Destiny features the critical finish system, which allows you to deplete your opponent's soul gauge and then finish the match off early with a single powerful move. In most cases, that involves stabbing them as many times as possible. No, really. That is one way to end a fight quickly, but it's not really Dampierre's style. I mean, stabbing people takes energy that could be spent shopping for ornate top hats, striped bodysuits, and extra firm hold moustache wags, for example. So instead, Dampierre relays in great detail an almost certainly fictional sob story about being unable to pay the medical bills for his critically ill daughter, all of which appears in thought bubbles above his head. Fight averted, and they even paid him. I'll admit it, I'm impressed.
So those were the times we weaseled our way out of a fair fight by using our brains instead of our brawn. Or at least our cowardice instead of our brawn. We're heroes! Thanks for watching Outside Xbox, and drop us a like if you liked this video. And if you did and you're not subscribed, why not even subscribe? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video. And you can have some water.
Yes, Jane.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, hi. You're still here. Well, how about watching some more Outside Xbox videos while I drink this refreshing glass of water?
What kind of videos can they watch?
Quite handy, I'm doing a video. You can watch...
You know you're going to drink the water. I brought it all the way from the kitchen.
You can watch every episode of Show of the Week ever made, which is well over 100, right now if you click on this window below, where there's a playlist of all those episodes. Or if you'd like another video like this one, but not this one, then there's this other playlist down here in which you'll find lots and lots of excellent, exciting list features, probably. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Please drink some of the water.
Right. I'm drinking it. I am drinking it.
Is it good?
Mm.
Good.